I'm going to need to swap these, I think.
There's going to be zombies somewhere in the base.
I'm going to need another ME Smart Cable Black.
Spiders.
Or am I? I might need Smart Cable Brown, actually. I'm going to need to mess up your your cables that you've just made.
Oh. You went to the deep dark, but there's zombies in there.
Yeah. Have we got lava in the fluid, like fluid form lava in the computer? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the massive tanks, I think. Oh no, it isn't full of lava. Never mind. But yeah, we definitely do. We have 2 of the large barrels filled with lava.
Just because 2 of these generators need lava.
Where's the deep dark? There it is. Ooh, we have more solar panels to put down. Right. Waypoints, new waypoint. Exit.
Lava.
Right.
Right, that's 2 of them working. The problem there is I'm short a channel, so I've got to shift this across. That needs to be a brown cable.
And now I head to the end to get another 17 Endermen. Actually, I need another soul vial of each, don't I? To be able to change the broken spawner type.
Yeah.
Right. I'll have to grab a couple more soul vials. Oh, are we going to want a witch spawner? We are.
Yes, I imagine so.
I'll grab that while I'm here. Now I need
cables. So much going on with the cables, but I'm almost done.
3 soul vials.
Another dense brown. Brown. The concern is that I appear to be using 1 less export bus than I was before.
That doesn't sound right.
No. Oh no, I know how I've managed it. Ignore me. Right, we are using 1 more channel than you thought we were now. I've added another channel in.
Okay. Which? A zombie.
That's online. And that's
Go on, soul
online.
vials. What else is on my list of things to do today?
I feel like I'm missing a generator.
You might be. Because you only had 15 connections, didn't you?
Yeah. And the rainbow generator has 16 in its recipe.
Yes. So you are missing one.
I'm missing the survival generator. That's really annoying because I don't have the cable space now.
Right. Come here, Enderman.
I might need your assistance again.
Currently in the end.
Well.
I need Enderman souls. I'll be back as soon as I have 14 more. I mean, if you wanted to save space on cables, you could have it on its own little sub-network, and you export it into a set of drawers, so it has a limit on how much you can put in.
Yeah, I don't know. But the problem is I've just added another generator, so I've now exceeded the 16 that fit on the two colours we've got here, so we'd need a third colour.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind, but...
I mean, if you want to put a third colour in, go for it. Because I just put a dense fluix in, so you should just be able to branch a new colour off of that fairly easily. It's that just that you're getting close to the bit on the brown network is the problem.
Yeah. Do that. Then if I go through there, not that, I use this, I should be sorted. Now the brown network appears to be 25 channels.
It was on 25 before, I thought.
Interesting.
I mean, you're going to see the footage later, you can check what number it was on before, and I'm fairly sure it was 25 before. So I don't know how you've managed that.
That's a fluid export bus, that's no use to me. I need a normal export bus.
You're going to need your fluid export for your lava. Four more Endermen.
Right.
There's a cluster hiding from me.
What does the survival generator run off of? Right, won't let me look at it.
I would assume coal.
Well, it won't let me look at the recipes. It doesn't appear to run off anything.
Interesting. It's got to run off something.
Well, there's no recipes in JAI. If I try and export coal, will it work?
Probably.
Well, it will put coal in it. If I quickly set it to always on, well, it does appear to be burning coal. It does appear to be burning coal, so
probably fine then.
I'll put it back on redstone.
I mean, it might just burn everything.
The slime generator needs slime and milk. And buckets of milk as well. I can't have it as a fluid.
We do have milk as a fluid. I can set up a bucketer for you if you want.
I think we're going to need to.
Do we need milk for anything else?
Don't know.
No, it's just for bucketed milk. We can make cheese. It's used for making some foods, so I think we're going to need bucketed milk anyway if we want to be
slime balls
chefs at some point.
And milk buckets.
I'll head to the computer and make some milk for you.
Right, well, milk buckets go in. Slime balls, do we just not have any of the base slime ball?
We don't have any way of generating them at the moment.
Intriguing. That's going to be problematic.
It is. The only way I've thought of so far is the auto fisher. because I think that can get jellyfish, which we can turn into slime. But that isn't the
or
quickest.
A powered spawner of slimes.
Or a powered spawner of slimes. The problem is too many powered spawners, and we start getting just lag.
Yes.
So.
Well, powered spawners probably aren't the way to go long term. It's just the only option we've got at the moment. Like the mob loot fabricator from modular machinery is probably the best option, but we won't have half of the stuff it needs yet. I mean, I don't even know where modular machinery comes into the quest line.
Right. Where's the sword binder? That one's done. That needs an Enderman. That needs a bat.
Yeah, I really don't know where modular machinery comes in, actually. Could be anywhere.
And then Enderman.
Could be there.
Why not?
That's quite a way away.
Sculpture, gas, bat.
Yeah, we might have a while until we get that. Okay, disenchantment needs any enchanted book. So if I put... I wonder, can I do a fuzzy card? Because I don't care what type of enchanted book. I don't know if that'll work. I am not an expert on the computer.
Give me a second and I'll have a look at helping if you want. I think, hopefully, this is now going to work. Except I've requested one too many. First one, why is it not taking the sort of files I'm giving it? That's annoying. We might have to set up a different soul binder for each type of soul vial, which is annoying.
Oh. Why?
So because the creatures inside are technically counted as different creatures, the metadata doesn't line up. So only the one I've used in the actual recipe counts. The rest in the computer don't count towards it.
Oh.
So it would need to be like a fuzzy recipe for it to work, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, that does seem to have worked. Because it has put a different enchanted book in.
Right.
The death generator we determine needs bones. I think is probably best. I could ask it to do rotten flesh instead. I don't know what we've got more of.
And zombie.
Actually, I'm going to be asking you several questions in a minute that I will require you to look in the computer for.
Okay.
So let me know when you've got a moment.
Well, depends if we want power spawners now or after I've helped you.
Well, this won't take long.
Okay.
You might even have to look in the computer.
Fiber crystal. Right. Yes. What
okay.
Do you
bones
want from me?
or rotten flesh? Which one would be better to use?
Bones.
Okay. And
I think
ice, packed ice, snowball, or snow block, or snow sheet.
Snowball is what we're generating at the moment.
Okay, I will put snowballs in the filter. This one I think is just Dragon's Breath is the only option, so you don't get a choice there.
Okay.
Requires Dragon's Breath. The Nether Star generator obviously requires Nether Stars. Don't get a choice there. So in an ideal world, we'd set this up so it only turns them on when all of them have something in them, but I don't know how we'd do that. The explosive generator will take TNT or gunpowder, so I'm going to say gunpowder.
Probably, yes.
TNT produces more power, but obviously we're not actually interested in power.
Yeah. Well, they might have different burn times as well.
No, well, TNT burns for longer. But yeah, the minimum anything burns for is 20 seconds. Some of these generators only run for 20 seconds. On any fuel. So I'm not terribly bothered about burn time. Now the pink generator will burn anything pink. We could just burn pink dye, but that only burns for half a second.
Yeah.
Otherwise we could burn pink wool, which also only burns for half a second, so the addition of the wool... In fact, everything in the pink generator burns for half a second. So I'm going to say pink dye is probably best.
Probably, yeah. We'd have the most of it.
The potion generator...
The red dye for that is going to be an issue eventually. But
now the potion generator will burn potions. The more ingredients you've put in the potion, the longer it will burn for, up to 8 seconds. But we can just burn water bottles for half a second. Which I think might be easiest, because I think we could get a pretty constant supply of water bottles. And I think we'd be more liable to be able to keep up with a water bottle every half second than a potion every 2 or 4 seconds.
Yes, easily.
The ender generator will burn ender pearls or eye of ender, so I'll go with ender pearls.
What's that? Steel plates.
That one's done, that one's done. The furnace generator, I guess, will just burn coal. So 3 of the generators are just burning coal.
Yeah.
And then the culinary generator will burn any food. So what food do we have a constant supply of?
Baguette.
Well, we don't have a constant supply of baguettes, but we are making a lot of them.
Eggs. Actually, it doesn't count as a food source, does it?
No, eggs won't be a food.
Craft eggs into anything, like a fried egg. That's probably the best option if there's a food type that's been introduced.
So we could use apple.
We do have a good supply of apples.
Or we could try and sort out our pig, cow, sheep grinder thing to actually produce meat. Because at the moment we're just producing liquid meat, we're not producing pork or...
Yeah. Cake. We're about to do bucketed milk. We've got eggs, we've got sugar. Is there anything else that we need for cake?
Wheat.
We have wheat.
We could make cheese. Cheese is just an egg and a bucket of milk.
Yes.
So should we do cheese?
Yeah, you could do that.
We'd need to keep up with one every 2.5 seconds. But I think that's doable. Otherwise, Abyssalcraft does have a fried egg, which is just smelting an egg. That might be easier.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was suggesting earlier.
We'd have to keep that. I mean, we'd only have to do one every 30 seconds for that. And that's easy. Let's do the fried egg. Let's just smelt eggs.